Hello Wargamers, and welcome to another 1850 battle report, this time between my new Tyranids, sporting a lovely shade of gray for the most part, and Gilbert's Blood Angels. You can check out the lists in the description below, but my deployment has one Hive Tyrant here, Hive Crone, my 30 Gaunts, my Warriors, my Tervigon, my Warlord Tyrant, and my other Hive Crone over there, with everything else in reserve. Gilbert has some Devastators, Tax Squad, Sanguinary Guard, Tax Squad, and Death Company, with everything else in reserve. We are playing the Relic, since we forgot our objective markers at home, but on with turn 1. Alright, after the top of turn 1, Tyranids advance. Basically, nothing really happened with the Gribblies over here, except for the Mama Tervigon crapped out on me, got 15 Termagants out, and rolled double sixes, so that was it for her. Basically, for psychic phases, I was able to get Paroxysm on the Devastators and reduce their weapon and ballistic skill by 2. And not a lot else happened except for the Hive Tyrants getting Feel No Pain. Shooting phase, both Hive Tyrants shot into the Sanguinary Guard and took out 3 of them. 3? Yeah. This Hive Crone shot into this unit here, took 1 out. This Hive Crone shot into the Death Company and did nothing. So, on to Blood Angels, turn 1. Alright, bottom of turn 1. Basically, most people moved up. A few pot shots at the Flying Hive Tyrant there, nothing happened. That's not the case though over here. Good old Death Company strolled on in, took out that unit of 15 Termagants I got. That was the cause of my Tervigon's barrenness, and reduced it down to 1 guy. And of course they're locked in combat because Termagon is fearless in synapse range. So that's unfortunate for me. Alright, moving on to turn 2. At the top of turn 2, the Termagants were able to move up here and get the Relic, so they are now hiding behind that wall with it after running back. Other than that, I had some aerial maneuvers over here that allowed me to shoot 2 Tentaclids into this Dreadnaught, doing 1 health point, and 2 into this drop pod, doing another health point there. This guy, closest target, wasn't able to hurt. This guy was able to shoot his Venom Cannons and kill 1 Sanguinary Guard due to a string shot. Other than that, the Hive Tyrants shot pretty much everything shot at the Sanguinary Guard on this side of the table, and then that Hive Tyrant shot at the Devastators to no avail. So, on to bottom of turn 2. Bottom of turn 2, it really hurt, guys. It hurt so bad. I forgot to mention last time that the Swarmlord and the Carnifex came in. Not that the Carnifex mattered much because it died in Assault, but other than that, Gil's Assault team here with the Librarian popped in, and then the Dreadnaught charged the Swarmlord here. This guy dropped in and pretty much wiped out that Termagant unit. Death Company charged these Tyranid warriors, and there's 1 guy left there. And other than that, the other guys that are over here just moved up. So this is what the board looks like. Yeah, I still have the Relic, which is awesome, but I don't know how long that's going to last. So yeah, on to bloody turn 3. Bottom, after the top of turn 3? Wow, guys, this game is taking forever. Top of turn 3, let's see. everybody that was over here flew over here, so I got a Hive Tyrant and a Hive Crone. Hive Tyrant, Hive Crone. They were able to take out this Dreadnaught and put a couple hull points on that drop pod. Let's see here. The Death Company wiped out the Tyranid Warrior. The Termagants killed 2 more Tactical Marines, and absolutely nothing happened here. That's 2 turns in a row that the Swarmlord has not been able to smash the Dreadnaught, and it's quite disappointing. I was able to take out 2 of these guys over here, but you know, not really doing much for me. So, alright. Again, I have my Termagants that still have the Relic, although not for long. And yeah, so on to Blood Angels turn 3. After Blood Angels turn 3, these guys dropped down, shot the Tervigon. These guys wiped out the Steadfast Termagants. It was too late. I realized I probably should have moved them back and passed off the Relic to the Tervigon. But they've been joined by Dante and Sanguinary Priest. Otherwise, everything just moved up. Not a lot happened, really. Swarmlord is down to 1 wound, and of course, failed to punch the Dreadnought in the face. So, after the bottom of turn 3, the Relic has been dropped, and Blood Angels are looking pretty healthy so far. Top of turn 4 was nice to the Tyranids. Everybody swang around that way and swang around that way, and was able to kill Dante, the Sanguinary Priest, most of the Death Company that were down here. The Hive Crone used his Drool Cannon and took out most of these Assault Marines here. These guys took a heavy beating actually from the Tyrannocyte, and this Tyrannocyte finally is free from combat, so he's gonna float around and shoot at random stuff. But yeah, Relic is still sitting there, so it's up to Gilbert to pick it up this turn, and then on to turn 5, and maybe that'll be it. So, alright, we'll see how it goes. Turn 4 for the Blood Angels. Indeed, the last remaining Death Company was able to pick that Relic up and hop over the fence during shooting phase using a run move. Other than that, Tervigon took a couple wounds from shooting from these pistols here. Devastators got hot, so lost one of them, but we're unable to wound the Tervigon. And now it's up to me to just try to keep Gilbert from getting the Relic, since my Tervigon is likely not going to be able to catch up to his Assault Marine and pick it up for himself. On to turn 5. Battle for the Ages continues. The Swarmlord at the top of was that turn 5? Turn 5 is still locked in combat with the Dreadnought, exchanging I would say blows, but they're not hitting each other, so they're just kind of like going like that. They're like grabbing each other's limbs as they try. Yeah, it's really more of a dance than anything. Over here, I was able to pin those guys using the Horror, and everyone else has been killed. The drop pod has 1 hull point left, and the board is pretty barren at this point. So we'll see what Gilbert can pull out at the bottom of turn 5, and if there is a turn 6. Alright, bottom of turn 5. It was pretty grim. The Devastator shot at the Tervigon, killing it, and along with it, any hopes I had of achieving the Relic. But in doing so, destroyed this drop pod due to scatter and killed a Assault Marine as well. Librarian had hopped over here using Wings of Sanguinius, and finally the Swarmlord delivers on his promise and destroys the Dreadnought, finally smashing it in the face, exploding it, and thankfully not killing himself in that explosion. But the board is just down to this 1 drop pod, those 2 Blood Angels, and then my Flyers and my Tyrannocytes. Oh, and those pesky Devastators. But Gilbert's going to roll here to see if there's a round 6. There is. All right. Turn 6. Turn 6, basically all I did was move that Hive Tyrant over there to get a line breaker, and then these guys landed and killed the Librarian and the Assault Marine there. And so there's no one left on the board that can pick up the Relic, since there is no troops remaining. And yeah, basically we'll see if Gilbert wants to kill anything with the Devastators, but then that will be game. Okay, Gilbert decided not to kill anything with the Devastators, so that was game. I win with Slay the Warlord and Linebreaker. Gilbert just has First Blood. Neither of us have the Relic. So, good game. That was just my second time playing Tyranids, and I'm sure I made a few errors, but yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I had a lot of fun. I think the Tyrannocytes are really interesting. I don't know if I would keep those Venom Cannons on there. It got a little tedious rolling for them after a while, but the Hive Tyrants obviously worked well. Swarmlord, a little disappointed. Got tied up with that Dreadnaught. Bad Swarmlord. But, you know, if he got in with some Marines, I'm sure he would be a little bit more interesting. Yeah, so I think probably the weakest part of this list is the Warriors and the Carnifex, but the Carnifex is just kind of fun. So
Carnifex inflicts more wounds on Dante.
yeah, Carnifex did his duty today. So, all right, thanks for watching, everybody, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Otherwise, happy wargaming.